The Nissan Qashqai J11 generation was first shown in 2013, and it also had a significant facelift in 2017. In 2022 it was replaced with a new generation. Within 8 years of its existence, the Qashqai managed to become one of the most popular SUVs in the UK and in Europe, but of course it came with a bunch of problems. It's impossible to cover all the issues because this generation used 8 different engine models and each of them had some problems, but I'll focus on the most common issues that people talk about on forums and in Reddit threads. Also, I asked several Nissan mechanics to give their opinion about this generation of the Qashqai. So among the engines, the 1.2-liter turbo engine seems to be one of the most problematic. It has a chain that stretches until it reaches 150,000 kilometers. Also, the flywheel is very weak and may require replacement before the car reaches 100,000 kilometers. The engine made between 2013 and 2017 had electronic issues and there are numerous software updates, but after 2017 the software issues were solved by Nissan. This is a direct injection engine, so carbon buildup causes issues and requires cleaning. Oil consumption is rather the feature of these engines, not a problem. Also, these engines don't last much longer than 200,000 kilometers, which is not that much at all. Other engines, including 1.3-liter turbo, 1.6-liter turbo, 2-liter non-turbo and also 3 diesel engine models, were much better in terms of common issues. They all share one thing in common: you should change oil a little more often than Nissan recommends, especially in the 1.5-liter diesel engine, otherwise problems will come earlier than you expect. In terms of transmissions, this generation of the Qashqai offered wonderful 6-speed manual transmissions. Basically no problems with those. Some cars equipped with 1.2-liter turbo engines had DCT transmissions after a facelift in 2017, and I would avoid those vehicles at all costs. Also, the CVT is a disaster. All 3 types of Jetco CVT transmissions offered in the J11 generation of the Qashqai are not long-lasting and are very expensive to repair. If you buy a used Nissan SUV, just find a manual option or go for a low-mileage car with a good service history. The replacement of this Jetco CVT will cost you about 7,000 euros, while repairs are often impossible at all. These Qashqai vehicles were assembled in the UK in Sunderland for European markets, so the quality of assembly is quite good. But the thin paint is still there, the metal body parts are protected from corrosion, so I haven't seen rusty Qashqais even with big mileage on their odometers. There is one problem in these Qashqai models: the wiper arms will damage the metal hood unless you use the maintenance mode when installing new wiper blades. This is common for a lot of Nissan vehicles now, so bear this in mind to avoid paint damage that is very expensive to repair. Soundproofing is considered a problem in these vehicles. Well, this is a relatively inexpensive SUV, so Nissan certainly didn't spend a fortune on soundproofing materials and techniques, but I wouldn't say it's so bad, and still people in numerous forums complain about the noise on highways. I would say that the quality of materials in the interior is the problem. If you look inside the 10-year-old Qashqai, you will instantly see the consequences of this low quality. Plastic parts don't look fresh and the interior is making a lot of various sounds when you drive on a not so perfect road. If I wanted to buy a used Qashqai J11, I would try to find the 2-liter non-turbo engine equipped with the 6-speed manual transmission. This powertrain seems pretty reliable in comparison to everything else. And I would certainly avoid any automatic transmission in these vehicles. Also, I wouldn't buy a Qashqai with more than 150,000 kilometers on it, especially the one with the small turbo engine.